Hi, Lorna.
Hi.
You look so lovely today. How are you?
Thank you. I feel good. I feel great. How are you doing?
We're fine, thank you.
Fantastic. Come in.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Nairobi Bariatric Centre.
Ooh, exciting. So at month 1, what was the very first thing you felt the day you got the gastric balloon?
The time I felt was fast. Because remember before the surgery, essentially before the procedure, they tell you not to drink any water. So 10 p.m. the previous night. So I was just so happy and all I wanted was water. But other than that, I definitely felt like I had a foreign object in my belly. So I do have a video for that. I'll put it here.
I do feel like I have a foreign object in my stomach, which should be on this side. I don't know.
In the first week, what shocked you the most? Your body's reaction or your mindset shift?
I would say my body's reaction because, guys, it's quite uncomfortable, especially with how weak you feel. Initially, so my body was like, what's happening? Are we dying? Yes, I would definitely say my body's shift.
Okay. What was the hardest adjustment in month 1 that nobody warned you about?
The hardest adjustment in month 1 was basically not being able to eat. Nobody tells you that. Coming from just eating very soft foods, liquid to very soft to pulpy, then finally to eating, because that is essentially how it works at Nairobi Bariatric the first week. So you're not able to essentially eat how you normally eat. You have to wait until day 21. So my body was so confused and wondering, why aren't you feeding us? Why aren't you feeding us? But all that while, you have your stomach is also adjusting to the balloon. So the balloon, you're cramping and the balloon is moving around. So yeah, it was a lot.
Can you walk us through the specific diets that you used to consume during those first 21 days?
I remember, the first 4 days, essentially, I was not able to eat anything. So I was taking to herbal teas, very little porridge. And then for week 2, I also had very little porridge kind of food.
We can finally attempt some form of food. So I'm having uji. I don't even drink uji, but the booklet said we try uji, so I'm getting some. I've had one bite so far.
And smoothie. And then after that, closer to 3, I started eating some very soft foods like eggs and mashed potatoes with some soup. Essentially things my stomach could handle, but then very minimal quantities.
Love it. So what tiny win in month 1 made you think, okay, I can actually do this?
It's actually shocking how much weight you lose that first week, and even the next few weeks. You actually shrink so fast. So seeing my waist looking that large to that fast, wow, I think I can actually get into this. Alright, having got some water. I really take sugar nowadays.
You're transformed.
Yeah. I'm a new woman.
Yeah. So walking into month 2, you're a few weeks in. What's the biggest change you noticed in your appetite?
The biggest change I've noticed in my appetite is just how connected emotional hunger is to everything. I remember in week 1, I couldn't eat, but all I wanted was a taste of sausage in my mouth. I literally wanted to cry. So what I would do is I would take the sausage, chew on it, and then spit it out. That's when I was like, yo, I have it bad. I had no idea. This is crazy. The fact that a craving can make me do that. Yeah, that's the one thing that happened. I was like, dang.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what surprised you more? Your energy levels rising or your cravings dropping?
My energy levels rising, because after month 1, I noticed now I was able to go back to the gym and I started eating. So I started prioritizing whole foods and foods that had the most nutrients for me. Because I realized prioritizing the kind of food that I was putting in my body made me have extra energy, and I was able to go back to the gym and start lifting slowly. And since I love the gym so much, that's one of the things that I was able, or why I chose the balloon, because you're able to go back to the gym after a week and get into your exercise program. So that for me was a priority, because mind-wise, gym really grounds me and it just clears my mental. So I was glad that I was able to go back and do that.
So which NVC support tool became your anchor during those early weeks?
That's an easy one. My favorite thing with this whole program, kids, yeah. Talked about playing blocks earlier. My favorite thing is, of course, the psychotherapy, because if it was not for psychotherapy, I also don't know if I would be here. Because just going into that class, having a professional speak to you about everything eating, and my favorite part, anyone you started the project with is in that group. So you get to share weekly experiences of how you're doing. Did you sneak in that chocolates? Were you able to switch to oats? Like real life stories from real life people. And I love that I could share what I was going through with people just like me.
It's lovely to hear. So what new habits formed naturally that you wish you had years ago?
I would say just eating consciously. Being able to almost eat something and say, no, this will not be good for me because I know I've been taught better, and going back and picking something healthier. If only I'd been able to do that from the beginning.
Yeah, so you're going into month 3. What emotional breakthrough caught you off guard?
You know, being able to be like, okay, this food is really not good for me. This one is. So instead of having bread, then we have a small slice of washi. And then also just being able to measure and weigh everything helped me realize that clearly I've been eating way too much food, and I don't need to be eating that food to reach my nutritional goals.
All right. So what moment made you realize progress isn't just physical, but it's emotional too?
The time I wore something that initially never fit me. It had stopped fitting me when I became a mother. So this time I wore it, and guys, it fit me like a glove. And all of a sudden I had tears in my eyes, guys. It just made me so emotional. I was like, wow, it really is life-changing what I decided to do for myself. Through psychotherapy, I was able to really tell the difference between if I'm actually hungry or I just want to eat to satisfy a certain craving. So what would happen is, you know, I asked myself certain questions. Are you feeling hungry? Is this something that can be fixed with some water? Sorry, I just need to clean up my restroom. I was able to quickly tell the difference between hunger and you're not really hungry. You can eat another time. So thank you, psychotherapy.
So at the end of month 3, what did your heart finally let go of during that time?
I would say my insecurities, because just the way I was looking physically made me find confidence that I had completely lost during this motherhood process. So yeah, my insecurities, I was finally starting to feel a bit sexy, you know, and I'd look at my husband whenever I see me, I'd be like, hey. No, because I used to be like, ew, nah, why even want to look at me, you know? But then I was like, wow.
You seeing all these? So by month 4, what physical win made you smile at the mirror a little longer?
Of course, the inches of my waist. That just gave me extra confidence, and I'm feeling pretty good about myself. And not just confidence at home, you know. I was less angry actually, just feeling that sexy and not feeling yuck, you know. It made me a better mother because I was just feeling happy. A better wife. I wasn't fighting with my husband that much. And then also, even out there, you know, I think generally my mood just shifted. I'm just happier. Happier.
Okay, so what changed more, your clothes, your movement, or your confidence?
I would say my confidence, because it came with everything else. Yeah, that's what I would say, my confidence, definitely.
Okay. So at the end of month 4, what was the moment you realized this is actually working and I'm proud?
Other than my weight going down, I would say just my body was not in so much pain anymore. For example, at the gym when I was heavier, my joints were hurting. I was using braces all the time just to counter the weight. But now I was using less braces and I was able to do a box jump, you know, things that I've not been able to do. So once I saw that I was getting lighter at the gym and my mass was actually increasing, because remember I kept myself in the gym after month 1, it just made me feel like, wow, I really am getting back to who I used to be before I became a mama.
So 5 months in, describe your typical day now. What was one habit that has completely transformed you?
My typical day starts with me consciously knowing exactly what I need to have throughout the day. So I usually start with a protein shake, and then I will incorporate like lunch within my calories. By the way, my calories for this entire project are 1,180. So over the time, I've known how to measure outside my food. It was really hard for me to keep a food diary, but that is why I finally downloaded my fitness pal, which has become my friend throughout this journey. So every day, just waking up and being able to key in everything I've eaten, and at the end of the day, being able to see what I was able to do and what I was not able to do, help me improve the next day. Guys, the first time I was able to track for a full month was actually month 5. That shows you how long it actually takes, to actually get things going on this journey. Of course, for everyone it's different, but for me, month 5 is where I had a full month where I tracked each and every food that entered my body, and I actually had also stopped drinking that time. So you guys, the difference, that was the biggest kg loss that I experienced after month 3, because after month 3 actually gets a bit less, your weight loss, but then month 4, month 5, that's where you actually have to put in all the work, because it really is just you and your habits. So I would say my fitness pal is one of the apps that, every day, everything I'm eating just helps me a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what NBC tip or guidance shapes your daily routine the most?
An NBC tip, calorie counting. And guys, to be honest, if you can actually put down your calories on the book they give you, because they actually give you a book, but for me, I think just going back to pen made it really difficult. But yeah, people who have beautiful journals of what they've eaten every day, they've actually learned how to physically calculate what is entering their bodies. Guys, that is one of the things I wish I was able to do, and perhaps I should actually just continue, because the best part is these guys also have an intermediate class. So after the 6 months are done, there's still some more psychotherapy that I'm going through. So I love that factor. But yeah, I would say the calorie counting, and then from there prioritizing my protein and drinking lots and lots of water. And yeah, after that, the partner and I have actually become friends over time. So become buddies, we've learned to understand each other. So yeah, I think I would say the calorie counting and learning how to drink water, even if you're balloon, and maximizing on how much water you can take. Of course, also eating more whole foods, and yeah, eating more protein. Protein is key.
So 6 months in, what was the biggest transformation you felt inside and out?
6 months in, my goal getting into this project was to get my pink back. I felt like I'd lost myself with motherhood, and part of that was adding the kgs that I'd added, and 2 years later I was still struggling to lose the kgs. I started a bit in the gym, but then I was like, indeed I do need some help. So I lost a whopping 18 kgs during this journey, and definitely I do feel like I've gotten my pink back. So I would say that is the one change inside and out that is making me feel like I've achieved my goals.
Yay, congratulations. So, and what new dream are you chasing because of the support you've gotten from Nairobi Bariatric?
New dreams. Well, right now I'm still hoping to keep track with my psychotherapy sessions, and other than that, I do have new gym goals right now. The goal is to actually still continue reducing my fat. So I do want to lose 5 to 10 kgs, hopefully on my own, and that is the goal. And I think I've learned a lot about diet, and I've taken a lot away from everything. So yeah, and so thank you. I really do feel like a bariatric champion. So I think right now my quickest goal is to continue to lose weight slowly by slowly, to continue tracking my food, and to grow my muscle. Guys, next year one of my goals is to actually do a pull-up. And I was joking with my classmates at the gym, I'll put a billboard out, and that's the first day I do a pull-up. Guys, if I could do a pull-up and then also do a full push-up, that means losing more weight and just being able to build resistance in the gym. So those are a few of the goals that I would like to reach next year. And then the most important one is to keep this weight, maintain it. If I'm not able to lose more, just be able to maintain it, and use all the tools that I've been given. And I love that NBC apples often goes away. Yeah, but essentially just thank you, Lucy. I don't think I'd ever be able to do this without you. That is why I'm wearing the pink. Because Lorna has finally gotten her pink back. I'm finally at the weight I was before I had a baby, and I'm feeling great. And yeah, the journey continues.
Nice. Congratulations on your transformation thus far.
Thank you.
And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for your time and everything else.
Thanks, Lucy.